Good morning. Welcome to, yes, you can chat before I even start. That is just wild. Good morning. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to start your day and an announcement. So if we get toward the end, I made a sticky note, but you know how this stuff goes. Once I get on a roll, I might forget what I'm talking about. Yes, yes, this is so interesting. This is an interesting platform. I'm really enjoying it. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you are here. My amazing virtual assistant pointed out to me yesterday when I talked to her that which platform was it? I think it was LinkedIn. I have increased my stuff like 11,000%. I thought that was hilarious. She laughed too. She thought it was funny. Good morning, Barb. Good morning, Nancy. Glad you are here. Goose morning. Okay. I think well, right now it does look kind of like a goose morning, but I think we're supposed to have some sunshine, which I'm excited about. So, um, yes, and all the regulars are here. So let me make this announcement here right now before I forget, but I hopefully we'll remember to do it at the end as well. From tomorrow on, Fridays are going to be way early. Because I'm believing I'll see once I test drive it, but I'm believing I need to leave by 6:15 a.m. in order to get up to take care of my little pumpkin in time for Lauren to get to work. So we're going to be early on Fridays, starting tomorrow. Um, there's always replays, though, if some of you are like, oh my God, woman, you make me crawl out early as it is. Yes, grandma duty calls. Yeah. I tend to be a morning person. Actually, I'm probably less concerned about the trip up than I am about the trip back because she gets done with work at 5. And I'm sure there will be some times when I bring a crock pot along or whatever so that they don't have to cook. Um, so I might not be getting out of there till like 6:30, and then it's an hour and a half to get back here, which in the summertime will be not so bad other than being tired, but it'll be light out. But yes, exactly. Exactly. We buzz around finding our little people. So, and I can't wait till the point where she's actually excited when she sees us. She doesn't know who we are yet. She hasn't figured that out. She can probably smell the difference, but yeah, in terms of yeah, that's grandma and that's Nana and that yeah, not yet. Not yet. But so yesterday actually went better for them. They had a terrible Lauren had a really hard first day of work because not only was it the first day going back and leaving baby, but baby did not sleep the night before. I don't know if she's picking up mama's angst or what. So I asked Lauren mid-morning how her day was going and she said, "I'm crying my way through it." But she said yesterday was much better. So that is good. That is good. So that was my announcement that we're going to be early birds tomorrow if you want to talk to me. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be way fun because I remember my mother having a ton of fun with grandchildren that she never ever had with us. And the whole gist of it was she didn't need to turn us into decent human beings. That wasn't her job. Her job was to spoil us. Yes. So it was my job to turn my children into decent human beings. Yeah. So we have a card, and this is interesting too. Tuesday, this is the deck that came up for my coffee group, my beloved coffee group. And so I was wondering if we were going to end up pulling a card that was one of the cards that we pulled for our coffee group. We did not, but we pulled a card for today that is one we've had not all that long ago. So again, when things repeat, we want to pay attention. We want to pay attention. And to me, it makes total sense that in these interesting, tumultuous, oh my God, did that just happen times? Um, this card is so fitting, so fitting. So it's Denise Linn, the Native Spirit deck. Let's do a little tapping, little breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I saw that the gurus of tapping have a new book out. Good morning, Beth. Glad you are here. So I'll have to check that out when I get a chance. I don't know if more than one of them has their name on it, but I know it was Nick Ortner, Ortner, who was sending out emails about the launch of the new book. So all about tapping. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more for good measure. Hold at the top. Breathe in. And out. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that just lovely? So I'm going to put this little note on my screen. You can't see it, but I can. Hopefully it will remind me to say it one more time before we're done, that tomorrow will be early. Gathering your tribe. Gathering your tribe. And this drawing makes sense because Denise Linn is of Cherokee descent. So the Plains Indians had teepees. The Midwest Indians utilized longhouses. Let me think. It's coming to me. They're domed. They're beautiful. Wabano lodges. Wabano lodges. So I actually had a Wabano lodge and a longhouse on my Hillcrest Motel property because the people who owned it before me were native. And I told them that they could keep using it. Why not use it? And I learned a ton of stuff, and it was an opportunity to gather your tribe. And there were people who came from all over the country, even to attend a sacred fire in the Swabano Lodge. So it was very cool. Very cool. They only last roughly 5 to 7 years. This one lasted quite a bit longer than that. It was very well constructed. So yeah, that was a very awesome period in my life. Yeah. So gathering your tribe, take a breath in, let it go. Card meaning, you are loved and you are lovable. In other words, you don't have to do anything to garner love. Your cataract surgery was great. Fabulous. Fabulous. You are welcome. I hope your healing process goes quickly. And hopefully you can tell the difference right away. I mean, I was like, wow, that's what things look like. Because you lose the vision so slowly, you don't notice it so much. But then when they adjust it that quickly, it's like, holy buckets. Yeah. You are loved and you are lovable. You deserve love. Support in all forms is flowing to you. So there's one of those places to be aware, to perk up your ears, your intuitive ears, your intuitive eyes, all the intuitive senses. Notice where support is flowing to you. Because we can be standing right in the middle of a deluge of support. And if we don't have our perspectives clean, we miss it. We miss it. So we want to pay attention. You can relax. There is so much love around you. And multiple psychics talk about or have talked about. I have one friend who has passed on, and it's kind of that thing of I can help you so much more from the other side. But often they would talk about there's helpers right on the other side of the veil, and they're just chomping at the bit, waiting to support us. All we need to do is open to receive and ask. Just ask. Okay, I could use a little support here. Ask. Communicate from your heart. Share your truth. You are safe. Diminish your time with those who do not empower you or believe in you. Hear that again. Diminish your time with those who do not empower you or believe in you. Protect your, good morning, Mel. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Protect your fledgling heart from those who, and your ideas, your creative ideas. That was something that I grabbed onto very early from Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way. Don't put your little fledgling ideas out in front of people who are naysayers. They will rain on your parade. And even when we know that that comes out of their own stunted growth, it still can shut us down. And we don't want to be shut down. And if we look at many of the people who are the greatest creatives, like I think about Thomas Edison, when people were pointing their fingers and laughing at him for all the light bulbs that failed. He said, I haven't failed. I've simply found 10,000 ways to create a light bulb that doesn't work. Doesn't matter. He eventually got there, didn't he? Just keep going. Just keep going. This is a current practice that I'm working on, is the letting other people's opinions go. They don't have the same vision I have. So of course they're not going to see where this thing is going. Let them work on their dreams. I'll work on my dreams. If they have no dreams, I feel bad for them. Share your truth. You are safe. Diminish your time with those who do not empower you or believe in you. Your native spirit wants you to know, if the Gathering Your Tribe card chooses you, here we are. This means that sustenance in all forms is flowing into your life. I was working with someone yesterday on scarcity stuff, and she did a beautiful job of picking up on the scarcity in her own languaging and the scarcity in her fear-based thoughts. And by the end, she was in quite the place of abundance and flow. So, and that's actually another blog post that I've come up with that I want to write about, which is the difference between flow and productivity. They are different. They are different. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. That should be coming out. My blog posts end up on my website and they end up on Substack. So if you have a Substack account, that's where you'll find me. So your people are those who resonate with you. Your people can include animals, plants, minerals, and trees, as well as people. Being in nature can be your people. And my sister will often say, I'd much rather have a herd of dogs than a herd of people. I get where she's coming from on that one, but I like some people in my life. So be willing to ask for what you want in life. This is the time to put your needs before the needs of others. Now, this is the second card that has talked about that, right? That is not selfish. There is a difference. Selfish is when you don't even consider other people's needs. Selfish is when you are not of help to others. This is, I take good care of myself. I make sure my needs are met so that I have capacity to contribute to the world. You can't give from an empty basket. Welcome to all of you who are here whose names haven't rolled. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. So, again, you cannot give from an empty basket. It is not, what's the word I want? Sacred isn't quite the right word. There's a word. It's not whatever that is, sacred, faithful, whatever, to run yourself so dry that you have no capacity to do anything anymore. It is sacred to take wonderful, impeccable care of yourself so that you can be a vehicle of change and healing for others. All right, where were we? This is the time to put your needs before the needs of others. Your tribe is waiting to support and nurture you as you nurture yourself. You engage in that behavior first, right? They'll support it. Sometimes your friends are more your family than blood relatives. That's not unusual. That's not unusual, especially the aspect of, yeah, they love me, but they don't get me. They don't understand me. They don't know what makes me tick. Um, like I talked about my son the other day being an artist. There were a whole lot of family members who did not get that. Did not get that at all. I got it. I got it in spades. But there are those family members that oftentimes just don't get us. But again, I believe we chose the people we chose for our family in order to learn what we needed to learn. So have we learned it? Have we learned it? Or have we extracted ourselves from our family? And it's like, we don't need them. Did I learn what I needed to learn from them? Good question to ask yourself. Find your people and cherish them. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And do you not see that all over the place? Those who need to be a caregiver oftentimes hook up with the people who just can't seem to get out of their own way. Those who need to feel superior oftentimes hook up with those who are willing to be fawning, right? On and on and on and on and on. So, who are you picking? And is your picker broke? The journey. Spend time with friends and family members who see the best in you. Don't spend time with dream stompers. Or if you do choose to spend time with them, let's say your family gets together for Memorial Day and great Aunt Minnie loves to rain on everybody's parade. Don't talk to her about your important stuff. When she says, "How are things for you?" They're fine, they're great. And how are you, Aunt Minnie? Turn the tables. You don't need to put it out there for her to stomp on. Take classes, share meals, take time to find your people. You will live longer and be happier. You will live longer and be happier. Interestingly, um, having set up a date, we now have a date for my coffee group and one other friend to walk some properties and just listen to the land as to whether or not it's the place where this intentional community needs to be built. So we're going to let the land tell us. And it's going to come from a heart and soul perspective rather than just cognition. Again, I totally buy into, um, hang on, it'll come to me, Albert Einstein's idea that the mind is meant to be the faithful servant of the heart and soul. So, yes, we're going to let the land speak. Absolutely. And it's going to be, for me, I'm one of those people that I just know, like I know, like I know. When I walked through the house that I first bought in Green Bay after we moved there, once I got my degree, I just knew which house it was. We looked at others because they were already lined up to be looked at, but I knew which one it was. When I tried on wedding dresses, I knew which one it was. And my mother-in-law wanted me to try on more. So I tried on a bunch more, but I knew which one it was. Oftentimes there's that sense of knowing. With all of my dogs, all 3 dogs, even though they were, oh my God, impossible, complicated dogs, trauma dogs, I knew like I knew like I knew all 3 of them needed to be mine. And with the third one, I now feel like I have figured out what the dogs, were designed to teach me, to teach me. And so were I ever to get another dog, even if it had been traumatized, I don't think it would manifest in the same way that it manifested with all 3 of them, which was very high levels of aggression. So, yeah, interesting. So that is our card for today. Gathering your tribe. Take a step today. Call someone that you haven't talked to in a long time. Ask them if they want to go to lunch. Set up a coffee date. Um, Call your old book club and say, "Hey, do we want to do another book?" Reach out to somebody and set up something. Or if you have a group, like I have my coffee group, when I reached out to them, aside from what we typically do on our Tuesday mornings, and said, "Hey, I want to go walk some land and I want you all to go with me," they were all over it. They are really excited to participate. So reach out, reach out. So again, to repeat, tomorrow we're going to be way early. I'm not sure exactly how early. Might be like 1:45 or on the hour, 6 o'clock. We'll see. But from here moving forth, Fridays will be early. So if you want to see us live, show up early. If you are okay with watching the video, stay in bed and be snuggly. That's fine. So have a wonderful day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Go find your community. Bye-bye.